Now let's talk about viewing your XML documents. Now again, and I'll say this a million times during this course, what you do with XML totally depends on what you're doing and how XML is going to work into that situation. But I do want to talk a couple of minutes here about how you view your XML data. And there's a lot of ways to do it, but for the most part, you're going to use a browser to see what you have. You may use one of those XML editors we talked about, but notice I've just got a sample XML file here. Pretty straightforward. The root is people, and then I've got some husband information, then I've got some wife information in here. So I'll close that. That's in Notepad. If I double click it, I'm opening in Internet Explorer. Now, Internet Explorer pretty much hands it back to me the way it is. Now, here's the thing you need to understand. You will seldom use or look at or consume XML data like this. You may open it in a browser just to see what you have, but, and we're going to talk about this later on in the course, you will usually use cascading style sheets or XSLT to transform this into something else. Later you'll use XSLFO, but not for the most part, not right now. So that's an Internet Explorer. Now notice that if I come out here and right click and say open with, and I will go out and choose, for example, well, I can use the XML editor. Oh, wait a minute, that's my default XML editor, excuse me. Let me choose another program here. Notice Avant browser. And let me say, okay, I don't want to donate. Notice in Avant, same way. Looks very similar. And this is not really going to shock you here. Let me go show you. If I open it in Firefox, what do we get? So as you can see, the data can easily be seen. But again, most people will just want to open it. Now notice in Firefox, it looks a little bit differently. And Firefox is telling me it doesn't appear to have any style information associated. And they're showing me the document tree here. So again, what you do with XML will depend on what you need to do with XML. And we'll talk about it as we go through the course. But I just wanted you to know that for the most part, viewing XML, either Notepad or the browser is going to give you what you need to get it to the next step. Now in the upcoming videos here, the next few, we're going to talk about the different pieces and parts of your XML data and documents.